I'm starting to get a little annoyed because the NBA, as of today, is a three-team race to win the championship. I have the Milwaukee Bucks, who are currently the number one seed in the NBA, sitting at 46-7. I have the Los Angeles Lakers, who are currently number one in the Western Conference at 40-12. And then I have the Los Angeles Clippers as the third threat to win the NBA championship in 2020. Now, having said all of that, I'm already starting to hear this narrative being painted within the media and the sports shows and the radio shows. As of today, and hell, pretty much all year so far, does LeBron Ramon James have enough to win the NBA championship? Now, let me just say this. LeBron has been on a record of saying that he's not going to load manage. He is not taking any game for granted. He is going to lead by example by playing on both ends, and thus far he has done and shown just that. And I'm not knocking LeBron, full disclosure. I am a big, huge LeBron James fan. He is currently my favorite player in the NBA. Him and Kyrie Irving, my 1A and 1B. But I'm not going to absolve LeBron from criticism, nor will I give him a pass if he comes up short this season. Because all of last season, what happened? There was this narrative about him playing with Alonzo Ball and a Brandon Ingram and a Kyle Kuzma, and these dudes couldn't shoot, and they had too many ball distributors, and they didn't have enough shooting around him, you know. And then leading up to the All-Star break, we know the whole ordeal and a big fiasco about them trying to pull the trigger on an Anthony Davis trade, which was ultimately nullified by Dale Demps, who ended up losing his job in and of itself for botching that deal because it was highway robbery had he pulled the trigger at the time. Now, if we fast forward to this year, LeBron has an Anthony Davis, who is a top 3 player in the NBA. LeBron has shooting around him. LeBron has another ball handler in Rajon Rondo. LeBron has defenders in Danny Green, who can also knock down big-time three-point shots. Avery Bradley. Okay? Kyle Kuzma is still on the squad. They got JaVale McGee. He has a Dwight Howard. He has size, athleticism, shooting, playmaking, and defensive stoppers all across the board. So I'm not here for any excuses leading up to this postseason. Now, barring injuries, and I pray to God no one gets hurt. I also pray to God that everyone stays healthy, because I want to see the best go up against the best. Because in the words of the great late Ric Flair, in order to be the best, woo, you got to beat the best. And I want to see a Kawhi Leonard face a LeBron, Ramon, James in the conference finals in the Western Conference, y'all. I am clamoring for it, man, because LeBron has enough. I mean, this shit ain't going to be Golden Corral every single time for LeBron James. You know, we can't just lay everything out for him on a silver platter and say, here goes the championship. I mean, this isn't 2017 or 2018 Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green and the crew at the helm. This is not it. For once in such how many years is it by now? 4 or 5 years, the NBA has some sort of suspense. We do not know who is going to win. And that's the beauty of it. Not to sound like Pops on Friday. I take a dog, I choke him, and I stick my foot up his ass. Bang, 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 bang. That's my pleasure. So as NBA fans, you have to feel so good right about now, because lately it has only been one team and one team only in Golden State, but now we have 3. But in order for LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers to get it done, I am going to need Anthony Davis to step up. Because, you know, coming in and getting the 28 and about 9 to 10 boards, it's okay. It sounds good on the stat sheet. But I need you to go down low and bang. Because if you go up against the Clippers with a Kawhi Leonard, a Paul George, a Patrick Beverly, a Morris twin, a Montrezl Harrell, and a Lou Williams, who are all dogs. Nobody is going to mistake these dudes for poodles. These dudes are pit bulls, rare breeds. They'll step on your throat. They'll slash your tires. They'll do anything they can to win a game. And Patrick Beverley is the inspiration behind it all because he does not give a fuck. Which was one of the reasons why on one of the old shows that I used to do with Slum Brady on Just Another Podcast, going back to free agency this year, I said my number one guy was Patrick Beverley because you need rough riders on your squad. You need a guy. LeBron needs a guy that you could just point and say, hey, you go get him. You got him. 94 feet. The entire game. And Pat Beverley will literally run through a wall for his teammates because he does not care. He's all about the grit and grind and doing the dirty work. You know, he's kind of like that nasty black stuff underneath your fingernails. You know, he just gets down and dirty and it stinks. He's just a little pest. He's like a gnat at your family barbecue. You understand? He just won't go away. That's Patrick Beverley. And then when you couple that with a Paul George, who is a lockdown defender, and a Kawhi Leonard, who is also a lockdown defender, and a Morris twin is no slouch either. Oh, my God. LeBron James is going to have, 4 or 5 bodies thrown at him on a night-in and night-out basis in a 7-game series. So what does that mean? That means the role players are going to have to step up, but also that means that Kyle Kuzma, if he can somehow get his head out of his ass, because I don't understand what's up with the Juntao look like. Why? What's up with the blonde hair? I mean, what's up with all the goofy shit? I mean, can you get focused? Can you play some winning basketball? Because we all know that you do not play that. He tends to be a little bit selfish at times. Now, that's one of the good things that works for him is the fact that he's aggressive and he does want it. But he's just so inconsistent, which is why I am leaning at and I'm looking towards Anthony Davis, who needs to step up and show out. Because ever since Kevin Durant went down with that nasty Achilles injury, and my God, I pray that he comes back sooner rather than later. Because the NBA misses him and the game of basketball needs him. But Anthony Davis is the biggest mismatch in basketball. Why? Because he can play with his back to the basket. He can face you up off the dribble. He can shoot mid-range shots. He can also hit the tray ball, at Drop Draws Productions. And, oh, by the way, he has a nice jump hook. He can catch oops. He can do it all on the offensive end. And not to mention that on the other end, he can take your best wing or big player and completely shut them out. Okay? So there's not too many players who are as dynamic as an Anthony Davis. So I'm going to need Anthony Davis to get his ass down there and bang. B-A-N-G. Because there's no fucking way a Montrezl Harrell or a Morris twin or a Kawhi Leonard or a Paul George or a Patrick Beverley, whoever gets switched on you, there's no possible way that they should be able to stop you. And that's my only problem with Anthony Davis. He just seems like he doesn't have that dog in him to want to punish his opponent, to want to dominate, to want to rip their hearts out through their chest. You understand me? Because I know what LeBron is going to give me. LeBron is going to give me somewhere in between 25 to 32 points with about 10 or 11 dimes, about 4 to 5 turnovers in a 7-game series. He's going to be LeBron, but you have to think that LeBron is in year 17. Eventually, he is going to wear out. And in order for this Laker team to win the championship this season and moving forward, without any moves being made, because let's be honest, you guys blundered or squandered away the trade deadline by not getting rid of Kyle Kuzma. Because just to stick to the topic, I just want to make a quick point, y'all. I have always been on the record of saying Kyle Kuzma is not like that. I've also said, if you're going to keep a Rajon Rondo, then why not keep Alonzo Ball instead? Because Lonzo has improved his shooting a little bit this year. And Lonzo Ball is a much better on-ball and off-ball defender than anyone on your perimeter. This man can guard you 94 feet and disrupt shit. You know, he all in the passing lanes and all that, just causing a lot of discombobulation for the opponent. But I digress. You squandered the other way, and you still got him. And Anthony Davis is going to just have to step up and play big. But I think the Clippers are definitely just slightly favored above the Lakers. And did I even mention the Milwaukee Bucks coming out the East? Because, of course, Philly is struggling. I don't know what's going on with Joel Embiid because 1 minute to do it. I mean, this dude just rose out of bed hurt, y'all. I mean, it could be anything from a hangnail to a toe jam. I don't know. He put his sock on wrong. The motherfucker out 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, this dude just doesn't take the game of basketball. I don't think he wants it enough. Because I've been watching a lot of Shaquille O'Neal videos lately, y'all. And when I tell you that man was the most dominant big in the game, and Joel Embiid has the potential to be just that because let's be honest, there's not that many bigs left in today's game. There's a lot of power forwards, but as far as centers with the stature and the girth and the size of a Joel Embiid, there's not that many besides who Jokic? That's it? I mean, are you kidding me? That's it. So this man should be dominating on a night in and night out basis, but far too many times he's on social media. He's making a post on Twitter and he's beefing or he's complaining and not about getting the ball, but he's still launching 30-footers even though he's 7 feet. Get your ass down low and bang. I am so sick and tired of all of these talented individuals who run from 6'10" to 7 foot out there launching up jump shots. There's no need for it. And speaking of jump shots, Ben Simmons, what the fuck has happened to you? Because, I mean, this past offseason, you had me and everyone else fooled on social media because you were dropping draws with the best of them. I mean, step backs, going left, going right. You reverse pivots, shimmy, Hakeem dream shake, fade away, bottoms. But then you get into the NBA regular season and you act like you forgot how to shoot the damn ball. I mean, I just don't get it. And what does Brett Brown have to do with it? I'm not going to blame the head coach because the players are not doing their job. And I think ultimately them letting go of Jimmy Butler has backfired, which is why I think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to come out the East because Giannis Antetokounmpo, man, this dude is off the charts, y'all. This man is averaging 30 points per game, y'all. 30. With 13.5 rebounds and 5.8 assists with a PER of 32.27. The man is 6'11", 242 pounds. He can go coast to coast with the toast with the best of them. And if I can make a comparison to him, y'all, I would say he is a bigger and faster and stronger Russell Westbrook. If Russell Westbrook was 6'11", he would be Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because neither one of them have any, moves or any counter moves or anything like that, but they use their athleticism and their physical God-gifted abilities and strengths to their advantages, which makes them a tough cover. Neither one of them are great shooters, but they make their teammates better and they play hard and with so much ferociousness and tenacity. And I just love to watch those two players play. I do. Especially Giannis. Because make no mistake about it. One thing I love about Giannis, and really this is the thing I love about him the most, to be honest with you, is the fact that he's not trying to be cute. He knows he's 6'11". He knows he can't shoot. So guess what? He is going to go to the paint each and every play. He is not going to bail you out by shooting jump shots. He's not going to bail you out by shooting fadeaways. He's going to the hole and he's banking with the best of them. And I love that about him. But I still think in order for him to get over the hump, if he were to go up against a Lakers team or a Clippers team in the NBA Finals, he is going to eventually have to learn how to shoot a jump shot, y'all. I know that sounds contradictory to what I just said, but hey, because we seen what happened when he tried to overpower a Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi wasn't having it. He locked them down and they just packed the paint and said, you know what, Giannis, we know where you're coming to us. We're not going to let you get a full head of steam. I'm going to meet you at half court and I'm going to have help behind me and I'm going to make it tough on you. And that's exactly what the Toronto Raptors did last year. Hats off to them. But do the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James have enough to win? Absolutely. LeBron needs to play like a LeBron Ramon James can and should play. And Anthony Davis is going to have to be the guy on offense late in fourth quarters. Because scoring 4 points in the fourth quarter in the regular season is not going to get it done in the playoffs. That's my only reservation about the Lakers is Anthony Davis has not been in the biggest spotlight as of yet. So I'm very interested to see how that plays out. But you guys let me know. Does LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers have enough to win the title this year? Drop a comment below. Hit that like button and hit that notification bell so you can get notified each and every time I drop another banger video on YouTube. And just like that, this is your boy Han Rothstein. This is the Han Rothstein Podcast. And just like that, poof, I'm gone. Holla.